Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered why sailors, hundreds of years ago on those long sea voyages, often got a very strange sickness with bleeding gums and weak joints? Or have you thought about why some children who don't play in the sun enough can get weak, bent bones? Well, the answer to both of these questions is all about a special group of chemicals our bodies need to survive. So today, let's explore this world of vitamins together. Our topic for today is vitamins. Now, you might ask, why should we care so much about them? It's because these tiny little molecules are absolutely essential for all the chemical reactions that keep us alive and running. Without them, our body systems just can't work properly. To make this topic easy to understand, we'll follow this simple plan. First, we'll see why we need vitamins. Then, we'll get a proper definition. After that, we will look at the two main types, go through some key examples, and finally, we'll do a quick recap. This way, everything will be crystal clear. Okay, let's begin with our first section. Why do we even need vitamins? You see, we only need them in very small amounts, but their effect on our health is massive. That's why they are sometimes called the tiny giants of our body. At the simplest level, here's the main idea. Our body is an amazing chemical factory, right? But the thing is, it can't manufacture most of these essential chemicals called vitamins on its own. So we must get them from the food we eat, from our diet. This is the only way our body can do all its jobs properly for normal growth and good health. So, what exactly are vitamins? Let's now look at the formal definition. This is a good one to remember for your exams, as it has all the key points. Okay, so a vitamin is a group of organic compounds. Organic just means they are carbon-based molecules, and they are required in small amounts in our diet, but here's the most crucial part, their deficiency causes specific diseases. This is the key. A lack of one particular vitamin leads to one particular illness. To make this very easy to remember, just picture this. Think of vitamins as a bunch of special keys. Each vitamin, each key, is perfectly shaped to fit into a specific lock. And that lock is a specific function in your body. So if you're missing the key for, say, vitamin C, then you cannot unlock the process that keeps your gums strong and healthy. It's as simple as that. All right, now that we know what vitamins are, we need to know how they are grouped. And it's actually very simple. All vitamins are classified into two major types, and this is based on a very basic property, how they dissolve. Do they dissolve in fat, or do they dissolve in water? Let's look at this comparison. On the left side, you have the fat-soluble vitamins. As the name says, they are soluble in fat and oils. Because of this, our body can store them, mainly in the liver and in our fatty tissues. The examples are vitamins A, D, E, and K. Now, on the right side, we have the water-soluble vitamins. These, of course, are soluble in water. This means our body cannot store them for long. Any extra amount is quickly removed from the body through urine. That's why we need a regular supply of these vitamins in our diet. The main examples here are the vitamin B group and vitamin C. Let's first take a closer look at the fat-soluble vitamins. You can think of these as the body's long-term reserve stock, the ones we can save up for later use. So, here are the important examples. Vitamin A, which you get from things like carrots, is vital for good eyesight. If you don't get enough, it can cause a serious condition called xerophthalmia, which is a hardening of the cornea in the eye. Then there's vitamin D, which our skin actually makes when it's exposed to sunlight. It's essential for bone strength. A deficiency causes rickets in children where their bones become soft and deformed. Vitamin E protects our red blood cells, and vitamin K, found in green leafy vegetables, is absolutely needed for our blood to clot properly. Okay, so if the fat-soluble vitamins are our body's reserves, then what about the other type? Well, next up are the water-soluble vitamins. These are our daily essentials because remember, our body cannot store them. We need to get them from our food every single day. Let's look at these important ones. The B group vitamins are crucial for our energy and metabolism. A lack of vitamin B12, which you find in meat and fish, can cause something called pernicious anemia, a condition where your red blood cell count becomes very low. And finally, vitamin C, which is found in citrus fruits like oranges and also in amla. A lack of vitamin C causes scurvy, and yes, this is the disease of bleeding gums that we talked about at the very beginning. So now you know, those old sailors got sick because they had no fresh fruits on their long journeys. All right, we've covered a lot. So now let's do a very quick recap of the most important points that you should definitely remember.
So, what's the core idea? Vitamins are essential organic compounds needed in small amounts. How are they classified? Into two types: fat soluble, which are A, D, E, and K, and water soluble, which are the B group and C. And why does this matter so much? Because a lack of any specific vitamin leads to a specific disease. For example, no vitamin C from citrus fruits leads to scurvy. Simple.
Now, here's my tip for you. Please don't try to memorize every single vitamin and every disease at once. Instead, just focus on the main idea, remember the two types, and learn one clear example for each type. If you do just this, I promise you, this topic will feel so much lighter and easier in your exam. And I'll leave you with a final question to think about. We said our body can't make most vitamins, but we also learned that our skin can produce vitamin D with sunlight. So my question is, why is vitamin D still considered an essential vitamin that we sometimes have to get from our diet? Think about it. Keep learning, and I will see you in the next explainer.